How do you remember Anna C. Briggs?
Well, to begin with, I'm Jim Taylor, and I'm honored to be one of Anna C. Briggs' grandchildren. In the mid-90s, a number of us traveled to Massachusetts to attend a no-kill conference. And during one of the programs, I was sitting beside my grandmother, and I watched her, and she began to smile, and she was transfixed on the presenters. And she sat there through the whole meeting. She was so attentive. And when it was over, about an hour and a half later, I asked her, I said, "Grandma, you were smiling throughout that entire meet, that entire conference. What was it that you were smiling about?" And she looked at me and she said, "In the 1940s and the 1950s, all they ever talked about at the conferences was the best way to kill animals. Today, here, we were talking about ways to help animals, to get more animals, more cats and dogs adopted out. And that's all I ever wanted in my life, was to help more animals." So, quite simply, the reason I'm hiking is to honor her memory. And she was just one of the kindest, most compassionate people I've ever known. And she cared deeply about all animals, animals of the land, the sea, and the air.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Seville, and I had the honor and the privilege to meet Mrs. Briggs years ago and get to know her some, and she was the most compassionate and kindest person ever. And my husband and I are doing this hike in honor of her legacy, for everything that she wanted and everything that she hoped for Briggs Animal Adoption Center. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cindy Taylor. I've been with NHES for 27 years, and I have a lot of great memories about Mrs. Briggs. And during those years, I was so lucky to be able to sit down with Mrs. Briggs and hear stories and what she had done. And she went through so many hardships in her life, so many tragedies, but she would grieve, and then she would get up and she would go back to work. What I saw from her was that she knew her true purpose in life. She knew she was there to help animals, and that's what she was going to do. And that really helped me with my purpose in life. And these 27 years have just flown by because of knowing her and knowing what type of person she was. And I truly miss her, as I know so many other people do. But she was just a great person, and I'm happy to walk as many miles as I can to help raise funds for her cause. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Ellen. I met Anna C. Briggs back when I was a volunteer in 2007. She would come to the special events that I helped to volunteer at, and what I remember the most about her is no matter where she was, whether she was spending time in the cattery or out around people walking the dogs, her face would light up every time she saw an animal, and it was the brightest smile, and that's what I will always remember about her. So that's why I'm walking to honor her memory.
Why are you hiking in remembrance of Anna C. Briggs?
Hi, I'm Haley.
I'm Josh.
And we're walking 10.1 miles for Anna C. Briggs because she led a life of compassion, and we're walking in her footsteps.
I'm hiking in remembrance of Anna C. Briggs because she dedicated her life to saving homeless animals and creating a more humane world. If it wasn't for her, I would never have been able to adopt Pepe.
On November 8th, to honor the memory of Anna Briggs, I remember Mrs. Briggs always with a smile on her face. She dedicated her life to improve the quality of life for all animals. Through her efforts, hard work, and efforts through education, humane education, and practice and policy. She was a real hero for animals.
I am one of Anna C. Briggs' great-grandchildren, and I was blessed to have her in my life for 32 years. What I remember about her was her twinkling eyes, her bright smile, and always on the go helping people and animals. I had an opportunity to go to New York City where she was trapping some stray cats, and I remember looking at her and thinking how brave she was, going into these places that some may not want to go. I'm so thankful I had the chance to know her. She was one of the gentlest people I have ever met. So I'm hiking in remembrance of her love for animals